Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and we finally got Jim Melo's file. We already from the Charlotte County Sheriff. We already have. We are still looking for. God, is there any good lawyers out there? Because we believe they did already break the law. They were trying to get over $300 to get this file before, and now they finally lowered it to a reasonable rate. And I've already been informed by another patriot here in town that they cannot charge two different amounts. We think the reason why it was higher before is because the Charlotte County Sheriff has so much corruption going on that he made it high so he couldn't get out the information before, and now he lowered it because he thinks he's got it, and we hope and pray to God not that he does not. But yeah, the stories we were hearing about all the crap that yes, he was let go for just so many different reasons. From he used to run the jail. It's common true. I was going to do a reader for this because his internal investigations report there when he was at the jail is so. This is the longest one I think I've ever read, man. It's like 10 to 11 pages. I was going to have my reader do it, and then check this out. They put a password on the document so I can't convert it and have a reader do it. See, gee, what are they hiding there? So I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing. It's really bad. There's other crap that happened there. One of the things that he did is they busted somebody there for drugs, and he did not, in the jail, and he did not report it. He tried to sweep it under the rug. Another thing he got busted for there at the jail. He actually was running a dirty kitchen at the jail. It was so bad that the county and or state shut the kitchen at the jail down because it was so dirty. But he doesn't care, so he keeps saying he's for God, but man, that doesn't sound very godly. And supposedly he's a preacher now too, so I don't get it. And he had a bad attitude then, he has a bad attitude now. I have emails which shows of veiled threats from him to me, to COPWATCH, because he hates COPWATCH, because we report on corruption here nationwide, and he thinks that's mean, that's not fair. We should always, praise cops and sheriffs and lick their boots, and oh my God, what a joke. Our founding fathers would have been shooting a long time ago, sheeple. This is far surpassed what they fought with the British. So I'm going to be all over the place here while we go through this stuff, but yeah, it is bad. The crap that we heard, it's not good. It is bad. So I'm going to be zipping through here. I mean, it's bad. So I'm going to be zipping through here. I am looking for when the report starts. A lot of stuff in his file and IA file here. Okay, here it is. Administrative Inquiry, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. On July 31st, 2003, Major Comar, Chief Deputy, reported that July 21st an incident occurred at the jail facility in which he had received two separate memos, one alleged abusive work environment, the other is an incident report. Major Comar requested that an administrative inquiry be conducted to determine the facts of the incident. The scope of the inquiry was to determine whether one listed as Jim in the memo by Lieutenant McClure has been subjected to harassment, intimidation, and or threats and or disruptive behavior at the work location. So he had such a bad attitude back then. I've already read a lot of this where people literally feared for their lives. This guy is ex-military drill instructor leader, man. And it's still stuck in his head. He supposedly says, I don't drink anymore, I'm for God, and I'm a... Well, guess what? Just a year ago, he got trespassed at some place because he was so bad when he was at this business. He got trespassed. So, I'm sorry. And like I said, veiled threats to me, veiled threats to other people that I know, if you try to tell the truth about what's going on. So all the way back 2003, it's there, and it's still happening. This inquiry would also serve to ascertain the facts. July 23, as I became comparing the statements with the memorandums to verify common facts with both. The facts were stated revealed. Lieutenant McClure was in Joy Cozy's office in the jail when Captain Melo came into her office and asked about 5 cars. The conversation between Melo and McClure was presence of Joe Cozy. The lieutenant believed that he was being badgered by Captain Melo. Reception was confirmed by Joy Captain Melo when he was returned to her office. Lieutenant McClure referred Captain Melo to his supervisor, Captain Penland, during the incident. Captain Melo believed that was being disrespectful during the incident. Sometime later in the incident, Joe Cousey's office, Captain Melo went to speak with Lieutenant McClure. McClure called Captain Rogers to be a witness. Captain Rogers was not in the building, and Lieutenant McClure would not speak with Captain Melo alone. Captain Melo requested that Lieutenant McClure walk around the building with him, refused to go without a witness, and told Captain Melo he would not trust him, which I agree. I don't trust him. That's why I'm voting against him. Vote Pope. Approximately 10 hours, Major Davenport came by the office and provided a copy memo for Captain Rogers, included tab C, dated September 9. The memo had been provided by Major Davenport reporting allegation Melo had made threats to Captain Rogers. Major Davenport validated had a meeting that occurred between himself, Captain Rogers, Melo, which result was Major Davenport. His threats would not be tolerated. See, so there you go. It's bad. Wow. Act professional at all times. In addition, Major Davenport stated that he sent Captain Melo an SBI school so that Captain Melo could learn how new leadership techniques. Major Davenport requested I interview Captain Rogers first, as going on vacation in Africa and would not be returning for 2 weeks. The interview with Captain Rogers stated that he had not witnessed the incident between Captain Melo and the Lieutenant Tour. Captain Rogers stated that Captain Melo had came to office after an incident to discuss the incident with, and again later that day. Rogers stated the first time that Melo came into the office, Rogers was at the jail commander center and was going to write lure, being disrespectful toward him. Rogers indicated that second meeting discussed how he handled the incident between differently. When asked if Melo was the jail commander Rogers stated no. Penland had instructed him, Melo, during the staff meeting the prior week that Penland's absence for personal reasons. Both he and Melo would be in charge of their respective areas in any event of issue arose that they were in page or called Penland. Rogers indicated he had seen office discussing an incident with lure and exhibited behaviors that indicated he was scared of Melo concerning the incident, and Rogers validated to provide a memo. Meeting between himself and Davenport concerning the incident. Rogers felt he had to make a record of the statement made by Melo. If the game is on, the game is on. You know what? You know what's really sick? He still says that. He says that. I've got emails right now where he said, "Game on. You keep doing this. Game on." Wow. So what does that mean, man? So, anyways, made a threat directed toward Rogers, stated that still today he is scared behind closed doors by himself to Melo because of the threat. And Rogers said that fear was not physically likened the feeling to his fears one would experience when they held a gun to your chest. See, so that's how psycho this guy is, man. And the same thing, that's why I'm keeping all the emails, man. This guy's off. Explaining that he watches every word he says when working with Melo. Rogers' opinion differs on how something should be given to Melo because of Rogers. Okay, where are we? Next page. This will only cause more friction between Melo and Rogers. Stated that completed change intake. Sent to leave when Melo returned. Had asked him to put input email and responded would be created friction. The incident Melo was not in charge of the jail, and Penland had both left. Rogers in charge of the instructed contact situation. Joy spoke several incidents in which she was observed Melo exhibiting adversarial, aggressive, demeaning, and demoralizing behavior towards subordinates to the jail subcontractor. Wow. Issues, man. Joy indicated Melo's leadership style is flawed because he does not interact with people effectively. He is not a team player. Joy validated memos by stating she did not observe McClure responding in a disrespectful manner toward Melo, but rather Melo was argumentative and threatening towards Lure. Joy Cousey stated that Rogers shared with her his concerns on the future of his career if Melo is not placed in charge of jail after Davenport retires. Rogers was told by Cousey to seek another line of work instead of continuing his career at the jail because he would not subject himself to verbal abusiveness by Melo, nor the tension, strife, nor productivity conditions that would result in Melo were in charge. described one negative experience concerning an incident in which she felt that Captain Melo had belittled her in a demeaning tone in front of a booking clerk. Agent Tom Mineral stated that people in the jail know Captain Melo after them because he uses his favorite word, saying game up. See, look at this. He keeps saying it. Wow. Game what? Game what? What's your game? It's all a game to you? What the crap, nutcase? Gamble is worried that retirees exist proud place in charge. Captain Melo is intimidating and shows favoritism. Gamble indicated you do not say hello to Captain. He believes you're being disrespectful. Wow, that's military bullcrap, man. That's stuck in his head. That's bad. Interview says Melo exhibits interference with his work, belittles, threatens, hammers, demeans, badgers, argues, and untrustworthy. Wow, I agree with all of that. Provided several examples of incidents disruptive and argumentative behavior. Personally observed examples include personally had not been openly listed on Lure's memo, having been subject to abuse of a captain's authority. Wow. Instructed subordinates that if Melo becomes unreasonable, argumentative, they are to feel threatened. They are to direct Melo to speak with Penland. Stated that Major Davenport is president. Melo does not misbehave the same disruptive, meaning behavior, humiliating manner toward employees. Perceives that he was threatened by Melo and he was afraid of reprisal from Captain Melo on the completion of his inquiry. Wow. Sad. The next interview on informal meeting jail comrades Melo and Rogers' presence of Joey Kuzi. They were both in charge of respective areas, that they would not be available next till. Clarified order subordinates refer to Captain Melo to him. The instructions explain are when Melo becomes argumentative or demeaning, Penland subordinates, they refer to Melo to Captain Penland. Penland refers to these instructions as a lifeline for those subordinates. Penland knows Captain Melo is in a negative, threatening manner. Penland indicated that environment is better when Captain Melo is not present, and then explained that Captain Rogers had worked to intake release and agreed to rewritten procedures. However, Melo returned. He changed what had been written and asked for via email for input. Stated that he did not even open the email because Melo did not want to greet by discussing with them Captain Melo. The next interview with Aaron Hume was reluctant to be interviewed as she feels strongly Captain Melo will retaliate once the report is complete, and he reads the interviews. Aaron Hume stated that she has made it a rule that she will never be alone with him. Wow. Wow. Gee, wonder why, Jim. Because we've heard that he had he was married and he had an affair here somewhere with one of them. So we don't know. I couldn't find it in the file, so this could be something they're burying. And we've heard rumor possibly if this is a girl, I think it is, or to allow him to shut her office door without witness present. There it is. It is a girl, Aaron Hume. So this is the one that we've heard that possible relationship. Aaron Hume has received 2 separate counseling reports related to Melo. Is issued counseling. One is disrespecting Melo in the jail room, the other violating chain of command. Aaron went to about a lobby clerk, Aaron Hume's immediate supervisor. When I checked the personnel file of Aaron Hume to read counseling reports, they were not on her file. They now have been provided with a memo from McClure stating forward them because they have been pressured by Melo to write them against his own judgment. Aaron stated he did not say hello to him, which is being respectful to a captain. Wow. In the Army, we're not supposed to be in the Army, Jim. Come on, Melo. When he informed Melo at work that she no longer wanted a personal relationship with him, only a professional one. There it is, right there. That's the one. He did have a relationship, and he was married with a kid, man. Come on. I responded with, I know how it is. Game on. Oh, my God. Stop, dude. You are sad. Aaron Hume felt that this was a threat. Aaron Hume provided several examples of incidents where Melo yelled, badger, and demoralized people. Aaron Hume perceives Melo becomes argumentative when anyone does not support what he says, and then he uses his rank as captain. Says it is, oh my God. He had been away from jail facility, upset by the incident, wanted to work back in the jail between the 3 captains. His chaotic makes an uncomfortable atmosphere. Duh. Is a synopsis involving Melo with this major on several occasions leadership style poor, and that Major suggested he had be enrolled in SPI to help improve his leadership style. Major Danmore states he did not receive any informal complaints about Melo. Major Ware through informal threatened Captain Rogers and Penland. Wow. Also aware of blow-ups between Lure. When Major Danmore took over operations, he was aware that there had been problems. Nice. Good job, bud. What else we got? Between Melo and subordinate, due to leadership, sent Melo to SBI instructions and noticed a change in how he handles things. However, in fiscal year, noticed a backsliding to Melo's management style. Major notes that at many occasions he had to referee problems between Melo and others. Major Davenport goes on to explain behavior is embarrassing and unprofessional. Finally stated, it's obvious that at this point staff members in the jail fear Captain Melo and do not respect him for which his effectiveness as leader commander. See, there you go. Boom. Do not respect. Do you like this report, Jim? This report is very scary, Mr. Melo. Last four all four are as which is above standard is not indicated in Major Davenport and concerning issues concerning Captain Melo's leadership. Evaluate which he stated he needs to continue improving in his interpersonal skills and follow commanders and subordinates personnel. Has improved over the last year. His patience, ability to keep his emotions up has tampered him in the past. I don't want to see him continue with his improvement as an area within evaluation. Develop, maintain a positive working relationship with colleagues. Met standards, motivation skills, except has ability to motivate subordinate staff under command. Seems to be able to motivate and usually motivate blah 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 blah. Okay. Interview doesn't. Melo believes that disrespectful him during the incident. Melo believes he was jail commander. Melo explained he has been in the military for 13 years and his military authoritarian style dictatorship. I mean leadership. Sorry about that, Melo. Melo stated it was his idea to go to SPI, not Major. Melo explained his exhibited, put his hand in a wave away. Melo requested following personal interview on his behalf. What else we got? Okay, that's not plus. This is plus. Wow, that's sad. Documents. Melo supported statement that he had not been informed previously of any issues concerning problems. Melo states he would have been noted in court meetings as ineffective. However, court meetings are not a venue to complain about service, rather a means to increase communications among staff. In an interview incident, was reluctant to be interviewed as he believes he would be unable to work with Melo after the interview. See, so people feared this guy, a ton of them. Man, this is bad. He had made negative comment about Melo would be looking for his shoulder for the shoe to drop. Wow. Melo is smart. He has never disciplined anyone. He doesn't do it personally. He directs others to do it. Wow. Melo to write up Aaron Hume for incidents which observed he did not believe in. Aaron committed disrespect of Captain Melo and violation of chain of command. Morning after my interview, provided an incident report. Melo called him in concerning the interview for his inquiry. He stated that he lied to Melo and did not tell him the interview had already occurred, and Melo was attempting to influence his statement for the inquiry for the course of the conversation. Unreal. Indicated he received a phone call from recording the inquiry that his name had been submitted. Melo would not give details. An inquiry Goodwin contains Melo's leadership style is authoritarian militant. Wow. Sad, dude. He listens, but his decision is final. Lieutenant believes that the leadership is different from because he reads leadership books and he's constantly trying new things because this gives him more positive praise than Captain Melo. A good one has been verbal confrontation between Melo and others, but if people are intimidated in his perception, Goodwin is never hurt anyone, just help them. Goodwin gave example, career transition team. Goodwin, Melo intimidates people and they perceive that they are being threatened by him in most situations. Intimidate generates vulnerable situations which then breeds long feeling of being threatened. Wow. Outstanding, stated that Melo is outstanding leadership, straightforward. When asked, have you ever witnessed Captain Melo being verbally abusive, threatening, demeaning, badgering, yelling, intimidating, demoralizing, responding yes during supervisor meeting, but no one complained before. Further stated they did not type of behavior offensive and indicated other supervisors like him have yelled and used profane language in the past, but not directly toward anyone, just to hash it out. Does not feel or threatened or scared. Works night shift, rarely interacts with supervisors, does not have problems with issues, Melo's leadership style. It has seen exhibit anger in the meeting about 5 years ago, has never witnessed any negative behavior from Melo, believes that Melo performs his duty to the best of his ability. What else do we got? Use the term game on meetings and it was perceived to be a challenging term. Wow. What else do we got? Yell during transition between supervised meeting the old jail as she works right now and did not see him. Putman's immediate supervisor has been fair to him. He has termed game on used by inmates toward him as can be seen as a threat. Melo is a captain and the tendency to be on guard when comes to the area. Immediate supervisor has heard game on work TV show context threat. Immediate supervisor believes that it's hostile work. Doofius believes Captain Melo is always very helpful. Sense of humor stated they did not work in a union team. Clerk ever didn't complain. The facts surrounding the incident occurred. Melo was threatening and being aggressive toward McClure. The incident alone is not severe. However, others have interviewed were not witnesses. Have revealed the threats, aggressive, hostile, disruptive, badgering, yelling, retaliatory behavior from Melo as his behavioral pattern. The nature of these threats have not been physically threatened, but rather that are perceived as mental humiliation, demoralizing. And that is what the military does, man. They break you, and that's basically what he was doing, man. And we're supposed to be a free country, not a freaking military police state. Judas Priest, man. Okay, Melo is the third in command at the jail, and jail captains will not collaborate and work products with him because of the argumentative, badgering, one-upmanship behavior that is exhibited toward them. Penland is discussed in order to by subordinates which they felt conversation between them rising the level of threats, argument, and felt uncomfortable. They were to refer to Melo as major. Would receive formal reports, threats by Melo, which are only part of his inquiry. Other incidents have occurred revealed during the interviews that I conducted at one to this point, willing to make a formal complaint as they felt Melo had the power to hurt their careers and livelihood. The witnesses that were listed in Melo's memo were interviewed, and in conclusion, indicate Melo's presence suppresses people's natural ability to express themselves by threatening behavior. This is the opposite of workplace. Promotes creativity and vitality. Melo listed witnesses were interviewed, and in conclusion of 5 lieutenants, 5 supported Melo's leadership style as being authoritative, direct them to the point. 4 of the 5 never experienced threatening behavior. However, lieutenants stated that they had witnessed verbal confrontations, yelling, but no one had complained before. Was reluctant to interview because he feels he had not been able to work with Melo based on his statements in the interview. Had experienced, witnessed, or threatening behavior from Melo. Many will define Captain Melo committed harassment or discrimination violation policy harassment based on sex. However, the hostility that Melo has exhibited towards employees, peers, and contract service workers consists of verbal abuse against any person subordinate to the rank that the carries for whatever reason, angry interchanges between the commanders and their subordinates over territorial boundaries, one-upmanship, and excessive competition power. What else got? Plays and challenges issued over imagined threats of his authority, the enforcement of ineffective, unreasonable rules, sole purpose, exerting power over to impede progress. In conclusion, Melo's behavior exhibited on the incidents reports during the inquiry shows a severe pattern of members using their official position to threaten and coerce employees, which is a violation of Office Policies 367, workplace violence, making threatening remarks. Game on, be careful with your respect, Lieutenant. I'm saying that I'm a professional opinion. You shouldn't have a captain tell you that. And hostile behavior that suggests another individual emotional distress, fear, retaliation, yelling, intimidation, creating inconsistency and confusion. To 360, harassment. Members of the office will not use their official position to harass, threaten a coercing person's meals. Interpretation of chain of command policy. Members of the office will adhere to organizational chain of command, maintaining the moral and integrity of the office in case of justifiable personal need. Aaron, whom clearly violates the intent of the policy. Melo limits subordinates' freedom to report the threats, intimidation, behaviors, incidents, or issues in the past, ruling that anyone who went around him to others as being violation of chain of command. This misuse of policy is allowed unacceptable and inappropriate hostile behaviors to continue unreported until the incident in July. Once an incident had been reported, the witness list that an imitation, yelling, threatening behavior captain was getting longer. Wow. Melo admits he does use the term gain on regularly within the work environment while engaged in the course of his duty. He further believes that this military authoritarian is one in which he would use administrative should find acceptable. Melo's actions belief are contrary to the mission and policy of Charlotte County Sheriff. Wow. So even the Nazi sheriffs themselves admit that he is too Nazi. Wow. So let's crank this all the way back. Let's get back to the beginning. This is when it all started. Unfreaking real. 26 minutes, and that's not even all the documents. Unreal. So let's crank through the rest. Wow. Yeah, here's command position requires one to remain constant and level-headed. Control of emotion has to be worked on. Weakness on occasion has been unable to accept constructive criticism. Has stormed out of his office if discussions was not of his likings. He also noted that there appears some procrastination on completing budget. Wow. And this was many reviews where it was like this. What do we got? Instilled motivation. Manage, use no sick time. Within the corrections division. Past recent health inspections. Handles unusual circumstances and very resourceful. And reduce overtime. Corrections at their personal feelings. Get involved into performance. Progress is being made in this area. So he still had problems. Okay, what else do we got? Counseling report. Failed to notify administrators of drug fine and arrest of an inmate. Notification would have been passed up the chain of command to the understaffed to inform him. First off, of a newsworthy item, it did not appear in the newspaper. Policy. Any newsworthy items should be related to the chain of command to inform the upper staff development so that acknowledge that incident may be prepared for a news press release if needed, and he did not. So putting stuff under the rug, man. What else you got? Manual. Neglect of duty, loafing, inattention of duties and procedures. Members of the office will be attentive to the job duties, will avoid any appearance of loafing or so what yes, so this is when he got busted for couldn't even have a clean kitchen for the freaking the jail people, which that's bull crap, man. What are you gonna do? Poison them? Good job, bud. There was a Department of Health inspection facility performed by Nancy. The result was unsatisfactory. It is your responsibility to escort the inspector of your tour to the facility. This applies to all inspectors. As it turned out, an officer escorted the inspector and you were in the building at the time. You are to make it clear to all supervisors that the supervisor at least must escort the inspector in your presence. Only supervisors have authority to remedy the violation, if any. Immediately, this was not done. Department of Health are extremely important to the safety and health of those under our care. You must have a priority of this issue. Boom. Busted again. Your failure. Oh, okay. I think it's right here. No. Your failure to maintain a clean, safe, shown by that can result in a liability for this office, to say nothing of the fact the potential for spread of disease organisms through. Wow. See, and we're at 29 freaking minutes worth of crap, man, and he wants to be your sheriff. You gonna vote for this? This was not the first time you received it unsatisfactory. I've delegated this function to you as my lieutenant, and now I find I must get involved. Micromanage the dishwasher company has been called to repair the dishwasher, and the food vendor has been contacted. Good job, bud. Let's see. On okay, this is, I think this is his response to being fired. My attorney was contacted by Major Davenport. Your office gave me two options. I was given a choice to make my resignation, sign a release not to file suit against the sheriff's office, and continue to pay through 2003, or be terminated. I requested a copy of the investigation so I could make an educated decision. I requested 2 days to think it over. I was denied both and told I must make a decision by the end of the day. I feel I was forced to make a decision in haste, undue stress. I must also ask if there was call to the sheriff to make the same request. Would it be bribery? Wow. Okay. I'm sure there are several instances through the investigation I would like to be present as mitigating circumstances. However, I have not been provided a copy of the investigation. I have only been interviewed for statements that made prior to statements. These statements did not have inconsistencies. I have not had the privilege or views. I have not had seen the investigated. Kalia manual states supporting blah blah blah. Okay, he's crying because basically he got fired and or forced to resign. There you go. Okay, we got a warning notice. Yeah, he failed the health inspection right here. So boom, employee warning notice. You are busted. Good job, bud. What else we got? Public Safety Department. Okay, what do we... I don't know how that happened. Clean and sanitize the igloo. Provide soap and paper towel. Provide sanitizer. Solution at each workstation. Repair the dishwasher. Clean out. So this is how lazy he was. He's basically kind of in a way poisoning the people there because he was so lazy. He couldn't even take care of the kitchen. Wow, it's very sad, man. I don't know if this is the same drugs that he didn't report or what, but okay, yeah, it is. And this stupid thing is pissing me off. So, what else we got? Comment meant in a positive mode, but not taken as a negative man. Okay, at times, let's emotions enter decisions. We are successfully addressing this area. This comment is meant is in positive mode because I have to say positive because if it's negative, he'll threaten me with game on. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Inter-office memo. You are upon being served the final notice of discipline. You are to turn in your office issue equipment to K. Jones, the main office. The protocol. K will need to inventory all your stuff. Sign in the office issued property has been accounted for, and you return to corrections walkie-talkie along with Nextel phone K as well. Your personal belongings obtained when you turn in your keys office issue. Your vehicle will be at K's and you retrieve any personal items. Boom, you're done, gone. And now he wants to do it all over again. Wow. What else you got? Notice of intent to withdraw appointment. Here you go. Boom, he's done. Administrative inquiry is open regarding an incident occurred between you and Lieutenant McQuarrie that you have engaged in a pattern of intimidation or other threatening, disruptive behavior at the work location. The inquiry further determined you abused your authority as captain of corrections. I find your actions contrary to the mission of policy of Chariton County Sheriffs, which is shocking because they are a bunch of Nazis, so I guess he was too Nazi. Therefore, it has been determined that your effectiveness as a leader and commander as agents has been compromised. Accordingly, as the intent of the office to withdraw your appointment with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, you can be notified and ready. See, actually, this is bullcrap, too. They always do this, man. They're never charged with anything. They're hardly ever fired. They get to, leave on their own, supposedly, and then they can go get a job at another place and do the same damn thing all over again. That's bullcrap, man. What do we got? Withdrawal of appointment. Okay. So here is the first part where he's crying that they're making him quit. From the onset of your mystery, I believe forced to work in a hostile work environment. This is sustained by the action of the supervisor that was reduced rank from captain to lieutenant. Upon this reduction, Major Cormer that I must change my personnel. I was told that my military demeanor was not welcome. I was informed that I was to remove all my military awards and items from my office to take home. My Army career was over, and that type of leadership was not welcome here. Wow. There you go. Man, he was like he's in the military while I was there. Jesus. I proudly served my country for several years and proud of the accomplishments. I was My military leadership training, my foundation, a successful leader with this organization. I told that I was never become a captain if I did not change my demeanor. I was told I needed to be a kinder, gentler person. This was made known to me by peers, subordinates like it. It became the staff meeting joke. Is this the kinder, gentler Jim? I was demoted, degraded, and continued embarrassed and regular best fulfill expectations. My supervisor was still guillotine-like to my head. I was forced to walk on eggshells on a daily basis. I would say and do something military, well-proven actions taken against me today. Emma Dennison, investigative authority. I don't feel that her investigator was capable of conducting unbiased investigation. A short time prior to the investigation, this investigator was involved in an incident involving me. She was directed to apologize to me and received the counseling from her supervisor. I believe this raises questions of the validity of the investigation. I also requested from the investigator a copy of the protocol. I also asked for a definition of hostile work environment. I was told to look in Chapter 3 of the manual. I explained that I was abruptly dismissed on the telephone, never provided with such a made a request. You're fired. Here we go. Leave without pay. You are hereby notified that you are placed on administrative leave with pay pending the final outcome of administrative inquiry regarding allegation of hostile work environment. So that's how bad it was, man. That he was on administrative leave with pay, which is sad. Actually, he shouldn't have been paid. And then in the end, boom, he is forced out, man. Found guilty. What do we got? Another one. Another review. It's where he has made progress, not involving his personal feelings, but still feels improvement can be made. So even there, after a year, man, he's still having problems. What is this? He's got a name clearing. Because reasons, charges, or circumstances surrounding your withdrawal appointment, the Charlotte County Sheriff become a part of your personal file, which may constitute a public record. Yes, we have the public record right here. And all this kind of crap should stay in these records forever, man. The sheriff will give you an opportunity to provide your version of the circumstance, response to the charges, or reasons for withdrawal of your appointment. The opportunity will not alter the decision made by the sheriff, but is intended to allow outside story of hear that version made part employment record of the opportunity may or option be in the form of personal hearing conducted with representative, may submit documents, affidavit. So I read you the document. He submitted a document. Should you wish to avail yourself, provide you with the opportunity. And yeah, there you go. So that happened. We're almost done. Yeah, here's the health inspection he was busting on. Wow, look at the list. Unreal. Bulk ingredients, remove soil, clothes. Wipe. Wow. So you're just gonna poison the people. Good jobs. Nice. Good job, man. And there we are. And now we're done. 38 minutes of BS, and he wants to be your sheriff. Wow. Vote Ed Pope. Vote no on Jim Melo. Vote no on Bill PRUMMELL. And yeah, by the way, do a full-blown investigation on Bill PRUMMELL. Put him in the same jail where all of his 5 people have died since he's been in power. Wow.